So let's discuss new topic, capacitance and capacitor. Capacitance of a conductor is the measure of its ability to hold the electric charge. किसी भी कंडक्टर का कैपेसिटेंस उसकी एबिलिटी होता है कि वो चार्ज को कितना होल्ड कर सकता है. The capacitance of a capacitor is a measure of the capacitor's ability to hold the electric charge. Capacitance means ability to hold the electric charge. Its unit is farad. It is the charge required to increase the potential of a conductor by unit amount. Capacitance of a conductor is also defined as it is the charge required to increase the potential of a conductor by unit amount. किसी कंडक्टर का पोटेंशियल यूनिट अमाउंट से बढ़ाने के लिए जितने चार्ज की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी उसे बोलेंगे हम कैपेसिटेंस. किसी कंडक्टर का पोटेंशियल यूनिट अमाउंट बढ़ाने के लिए जितने चार्ज की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी उसको हम बोलेंगे कैपेसिटेंस. Capacitance is equals to charge upon potential. These are the following of factors by which capacitance of capacitor can affect. The first factor is size and shape of the conductor. Second, the nature of the surrounding medium. And the third factor is the presence of other conductors. The SI unit of capacitance is the farad. And how will you define 1 farad? The 1 farad is equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. And 1 picofarad equals to 10 to the power minus 12 and 1 microfarad equals to 10 to the power minus 6. The farad is the basic unit of capacitance. It is also defined as 1 farad of capacitance is equals to 1 coulomb of charge stored in dielectric with 1 volt applied. 1 farad is defined as if the addition of charge of 1 coulomb it increases the potential by 1 volt, then capacitance is 1 farad. अगर 1 कूलम चार्ज बढ़ाने पे पोटेंशियल 1 वोल्ट बढ़ता है तो कैपेसिटेंस होगा 1 फैरेड. अगर 1 कूलम चार्ज सप्लाई करने पे अगर पोटेंशियल 1 वोल्ट बढ़ता है तो कैपेसिटेंस होगा 1 फैरेड. लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट कैपेसिटेंस ऑफ स्फेरिकल कंडक्टर. Consider an isolated spherical conductors of radius r. The charge q is uniformly distributed over its entire surface. So at the surface of the sphere, the potential is given by V equals to kq upon r. We have to find capacitance. So capacitance formula is charge upon potential. Put the value of V, kq upon r. So q from q cancel. So C equals to r upon k. And k equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So capacitance is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r. How will you get it? C equals to q upon v and v equals to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. So you will put the value of v, then you will get C equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r. Again you see C equals to q upon v, put the value of v 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r, then you will get capacitance of a spherical conductor which is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r. Let's discuss about principle of a capacitor. Consider a positively charged metal plate. When it is placed with an uncharged plate, then due to induction, the closer face of plate B acquire negative charge and its further face acquire a positive charge. जब किसी अनचार्ज प्लेट को इसके पास रखा जाएगा तो इसके नियर फेस पे नेगेटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा और अनदर फेस पे इस पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा. नेगेटिव चार्ज प्लेट 1 का पोटेंशियल को कम करने की कोशिश करेगा जबकि पॉजिटिव चार्ज प्लेट 1 का पोटेंशियल बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेगा. द नेगेटिव चार्ज ऑन प्लेट 2 टेंड्स टू रिड्यूस द पोटेंशियल ऑन प्लेट 1 व्हाइल द पॉजिटिव चार्ज ऑन प्लेट 2 टेंड्स टू इंक्रीज द पोटेंशियल ऑन प्लेट 1. जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है वो प्लेट 1 का पोटेंशियल रिड्यूस करने की कोशिश करेगा और प्लेट 2 का जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है वो प्लेट 1 का पोटेंशियल बढ़ाने की कोशिश करेगा. जब पोटेंशियल डिक्रीज होता है तो कैपेसिटेंस बढ़ता है. तो नेगेटिव चार्ज प्लेट 1 का कैपेसिटेंस बढ़ाएगा जबकि पॉजिटिव चार्ज प्लेट 1 का कैपेसिटेंस घटाएगा. इफ द पॉजिटिव फेस ऑफ द प्लेट 2 इज अर्थ, its positive charge gets neutralized due to the flow of electrons from the earth to the plate 2. जब प्लेट 2 के पॉजिटिव पार्ट को हम अर्थ करते हैं तो प्लेट 2 का पॉजिटिव चार्ज न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाता है अर्थ से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आने की वजह से। अब प्लेट 1 पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज और प्लेट 2 पे नेगेटिव चार्ज। नेगेटिव चार्ज पोटेंशियल को कम करेगा और उसके कैपेसिटेंस को बढ़ाएगा। तो किसी भी कंडक्टर का अगर कैपेसिटेंस बढ़ाना है तो उसके एक अपोजिट चार्ज की प्लेट रख दीजिए और अपोजिट चार्ज को अर्थ कर दीजिए। So capacitance of an insulator conductor is considerably increased when we place an earth connected conductor near it. तो किसी भी प्लेट का अगर कैपेसिटेंस बढ़ाना है तो उसके पास में एक अर्थ कंडक्टर रख दीजिए। So this is the principle of capacitor. Let's discuss about capacitors. A capacitor is a device which stores electric charge on two conducting plates separated by a finite gap. This is the symbol of capacitor. This is the symbol of capacitor of fixed capacitance. This is the symbol of capacitor with variable capacitance. Capacitance of capacitor. It is the measure of the capacitor's ability to store charge. It also defines charge per unit potential. It is the ratio of the magnitude of the charge on either conductor of the potential difference between the conductors. The SI unit of capacitance is the farad, and 1 farad is equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. Capacitance, it is the measure of the capacitor's ability to store charge. C equals to Q upon delta V. Capacitance is also defined as the ratio of the magnitude of the charge on either conductor to the potential difference between the conductors. So charge per unit potential is capacitance. The SI unit of capacitance is farad, and 1 farad is equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. Now question arises, define 1 farad. So 1 farad is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. 1 farad is the capacitance of a capacitor if the charge on either of the plates is 1 coulomb when the potential difference across the capacitor is 1 volt. This is the formula of capacitance of capacitor. C equals to Q upon V. Capacitance is equals to charge per unit potential. Let's discuss about parallel plate capacitor. What is parallel plate capacitor? It is an arrangement of two parallel conducting plates of equal area separated by air medium or any other insulating medium such as paper, mica, glass, wood, ceramic, etc. पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर में दो पैरेलल कंडक्टिंग प्लेट्स होती है जिनका एरिया इक्वल होता है और दे आर सेपरेटेड बाय एयर मीडियम और एनी डाइलेक्ट्रिक लाइक पेपर और माइका। पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर में दो पैरेलल कंडक्टिंग प्लेट्स होती हैं जिनका एरिया इक्वल होता है और उनके बीच में या तो एयर मीडियम होता है या कोई डाइलेक्ट्रिक होता है। लेट ए एरिया ऑफ द ईच प्लेट डी is distance between the two plates plus minus sigma is the uniform surface charge densities on two plates plus minus q equals to plus minus sigma a is equals to total charge on each plate. The total charge on each plate is plus minus q. As you can see in the diagram, the outside of the capacitor is electric field 0 and inside the capacitor the electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught. In capacitor there are two plates, one consists positive charge and another consists negative charge. One has sigma surface charge density and another has minus sigma surface charge density. Their separation is d and area a. Potential difference between the plates is equals to electric field into distance between the plates. So potential difference is equal to electric field into distance. So V equals to E into D. You know very well, outside the capacitor the electric field is 0 and inside the capacitor electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught. So V equals to sigma upon epsilon naught into D. Capacitance of the parallel capacitor is given by C equals to Q upon V and from surface charge density sigma equals to q upon a, so you will write q equals to sigma into a, and from first equation you will write v equals to sigma d upon epsilon naught. Sigma sigma cancel, so capacitance will be epsilon naught a upon d. This is the formula of capacitor. Capacitance of capacitor without dielectric, C equals to epsilon naught a upon d. Capacitance is equals to epsilon naught a upon d. So these are the factors on which the capacitance of a parallel capacitor depends. First factor is area of the plate. Capacitance is directly proportional to area. Second factor is distance between the plates. Capacitance is inversely proportional to distance between two plates. And third one is the permittivity of the medium between the plates. Capacitor is directly proportional to permittivity. Again, you can see how will you derive the capacitance. First you will write potential difference is equals to electric field into distance, and inside the capacitor electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught, so V will become sigma upon epsilon naught into D, and capacitance is equals to charge upon potential. Instead of charge you will write sigma into A, and potential you will write sigma D upon epsilon naught, so you will get C equals to epsilon naught A upon D. So from this equation it shows that capacitance is directly proportional to area of the each plate, and capacitance of capacitor is inversely proportional to the distance between plates of the capacitor. Let's discuss about series combination of capacitors. Question arises, what is series combination of capacitors? When the negative plate of one capacitor is connected to the positive plate of the second, and the negative plate of the second to the connected with positive of the third, and so on, the capacitors are said to be connected in series. जब फर्स्ट कैपेसिटर की नेगेटिव प्लेट सेकंड कैपेसिटर की पॉजिटिव प्लेट से कनेक्ट होती है और सेकंड कैपेसिटर की नेगेटिव प्लेट थर्ड प्लेट की पॉजिटिव प्लेट के साथ कनेक्ट होती है और इसी तरह चलता रहता है, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कैपेसिटर्स. In series, charge is same in each capacitor, but the potential is distributed in inverse proportion to the capacitance. You can see there are three capacitors which are connected in series. Their capacitance is C1, C2 and C3. Their charge is Q. Clear? The charge is same in series. So there is charge Q first plate and minus Q on the another plate of each capacitor. A potential difference V is applied, which will supply potential V1 on C1, V2 on C2 and V3 on C3. So total potential V equals to given by P is given by V1 plus V2 plus V3. According to the definition of capacitance, Q equals to CV, or C equals to Q upon V, or V equals to Q upon C. So V1 equals to Q upon C1 and V2 equals to Q upon C2, V3 equals to Q upon C3. You will see charge is same. Okay, V equals to Q upon C, V1 equals to Q upon C1, V2 equals to Q upon C2 and V3 equals to Q upon C3. As you know, V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So if you put this value Q upon C equals to Q upon C1 plus Q upon C2 plus Q upon C3, and you will take common Q from Q upon C1 plus Q upon C2 plus Q upon C3, then Q and Q cancel, so it will become 1 upon C equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3, where C is the equivalent capacitance. Again you see V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3, V equals to Q upon C, V1 equals to Q upon C1, V2 equals to Q upon C2 and V3 equals to Q upon C3. Put this value in the equation first, V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3, then you will get Q upon C equals to Q upon C1 plus Q upon C2 plus Q upon C3. So Q cancel, it will become 1 upon C equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. So the answer is the reciprocal of the effective capacitance is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual capacitance. अगर आप सभी कैपेसिटेंस के रेसिप्रोकल का सम करेंगे तो ये इफेक्टिव कैपेसिटेंस के रेसिप्रोकल के इक्वल होगा. अगर आप सभी कैपेसिटेंस के रेसिप्रोकल का सम करेंगे तो ये इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटेंस के रेसिप्रोकल के इक्वल होगा. Let's discuss about parallel combination of capacitors. See the parallel combination of capacitors. All the positive terminals of the capacitor are connected at one point and all the negative plates of the capacitor are connected to the another point. This is called parallel combination. In parallel combination, charge is different on each capacitor but potential is same. Potential difference is same on each capacitor. So on every capacitor, potential difference will be V. The charge on first capacitor is Q1 equals to C1V. Charge on second capacitor Q2 equals to C2V and charge on third capacitor Q3 equals to C3V. In parallel combination, potential difference is same. That's why V is same in Q1, Q2 and Q3. Total charge stored in the combination is Q equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Q1 equals to C1V, Q2 equals to C2V, Q3 equals to C3V. We'll take common V in bracket C1 plus C2 plus C3. If Cp is the equivalent capacitance of the parallel combination, then Q equals to Cpv. Put the value Q equals to Cpv in first equation. You will get Cpv equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3V. V from V cancel. So parallel combination of capacitance is equals to the sum of capacitance of each parallel capacitor. Cp equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. If n capacitors are there in parallel combination, then Cp equals to C1 plus C2 plus Cn. Let's see again. Q equals to Cpv, Q1 equals to C1V, Q2 equals to C2V, Q3 equals to C3V. Put the value in the equation first. Q equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 and V will be cancelled. So it will be Cp equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Discuss about energy stored in a capacitor. The work done in charging the capacitor appears as electric potential energy. कैपेसिटर्स को चार्ज करने में जो वर्क डन है, it will be stored as electric potential energy. Electric potential energy is the work done in charging the capacitor. Energy is stored as electric charge on the plates of capacitor. The electric potential energy of the capacitor is given by half QV. The first formula is half QV. The another formula is half CV square, and the third formula is Q square upon 2C. The process of charging a capacitor involves the transferring the electric charge from its one plate to another. कैपेसिटर को चार्ज करने का मतलब है कि उसके चार्ज को एक प्लेट से दूसरी प्लेट में ट्रांसफ़र करना. कैपेसिटर को चार्ज करने में जो वर्क डन करना पड़ेगा, इट विल बी स्टोर्ड एज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. सपोज द चार्ज प्लस Q इज ट्रांसफर्ड फ्रॉम प्लेट 2 to plate 1. Then the potential difference between the plates will be V dash equals to Q dash upon C. Suppose now a small additional charge dq dash be transferred from plate to plate 1. The work done will be dW equals to V dash dq dash. You will write V dash is equals to Q dash upon C. So it will become dW equals to Q dash upon C dq dash. The total work done in transferring a charge Q from plate to plate 1 will be W equals to integration dW. You have to charge initially to Q charge. So you will write V dash Q dash upon C dQ dash. The integration of Q dash with respect to dQ is Q dash square upon 2. So it will become half Q square upon C. This work done is stored as electrical potential energy. As you know, Q equals to CV. So the formula will become half CV square and another formula will become half QV. Now we'll discuss about energy density. What is energy density? The electrical energy stored per unit volume is called energy density, and it is given by half epsilon naught E square, where E is the electric field between two plates of the capacitor. Let's discuss about the energy density in parallel plate capacitor. Energy density, you know, it is defined as the energy stored in a capacitor per unit volume. It is denoted by small u. Small u equals to capital U upon volume. Energy you will write half CV square, and volume area is area into distance between the plates. So energy you can write half CV square, and volume you can write area into distance between the plates. Capacitance formula is epsilon naught A upon D. Capacitance formula is epsilon naught A upon D. So it will become V square upon D square, and V upon D is equals to E. So instead of writing V square upon D square, you will write E square. So it will become half epsilon naught E square. So energy density is formula is half epsilon naught E square. Let's discuss the last but the very important topic, capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab. हमें पैरेलल प्लेट कैपेसिटर का कैपेसिटेंस निकालना है विद डाइलेक्ट्रिक स्लैब. As you can see, there is a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, which consists dielectric, whose thickness is T, and D is the separation between the plates of the capacitor, and the capital A is the area of the each plate. One plate consists charge plus Q, another plate consists charge minus Q. You can see the reduced electric field in the dielectric slab. It will be E vector equals to E naught vector minus EP vector. Clear? So how will you calculate potential in dielectric? The potential in the dielectric is E into T. Clear? And the outside the dielectric, it will be E naught D minus T. Listen to me carefully. The potential in the dielectric is E into T, and the outside the dielectric is E naught into D minus T. See, V equals to E into T, which is in dielectric potential, plus E naught into D minus T, which is the potential outside the dielectric. You know very well the dielectric constant K equals to E naught upon E, so you can write E naught upon K equals to E. तो आप E की जगह क्या लिखेंगे? E naught upon K. So V will become V equals to E naught upon K into T plus E naught D minus T. Now take common E naught, so it will become D minus T plus T upon K. You know very well the formula of E naught. It is sigma upon epsilon naught, and sigma की जगह you can write Q upon A. So the potential become Q upon epsilon naught A into D minus T plus T upon K. Listen me again. Potential E into T plus E naught D minus T. So V equals to E into T plus E naught D minus T. V equals to E into T, E naught D minus T. E equals to what is this? E equals to E naught upon K. Okay, so E naught upon K you will write here. So V will become E naught upon K into T plus E naught into D minus T. You will take common E naught. It will become D minus T plus T upon K. Formula of E naught is sigma upon epsilon naught. It is inside the electric capacitor. Electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught. Sigma is equals to Q upon A. Clear? You will write this value. You will get V equals to Q upon epsilon naught A D minus T plus T upon K. So V is equals to Q upon epsilon naught A D minus T plus T upon K. The formula of C is Q upon V. So write the value of V. You will get epsilon naught A upon D minus T plus T upon K. So this is the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slip. Clear? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.